Creation, my Father loves me. I love you, my son, my father would say, as we sat by the fire at the end of the day. Let me tell you the story of the great king's plan to make a new world. This is how it began. The earth was a lonely and desolate place, and buried deep in the water. Darkness covered its face. The great king spoke, "Let there be light on this earth." He shined out his glory and began a new birth. He named darkness night, and the light he called day. There was evening and morning, the very first day. And the great king spoke, "See the water down there? Scoop half of it up. Throw it high in the air." This made a great space above the sea, higher and farther than eagles can see. There was fresh air to breathe and room to grow. Feel his heavenly breezes blow. He spoke, "Rise up mountains and valleys and beaches with sand." And from out of the water there came forth dry land. He filled it with trees and plants and seeds to prepare the earth for his children's needs. A great light was made to brighten the day, and a small one for the night to help light our way. Then high in the heavens he placed millions of stars. There are your blessings, count how many there are. He filled the streams and rivers and seas with colorful creatures swimming with ease. Under the water his great love shows. The more you look, the deeper it goes. Out of millions of the heavens and into the sky, millions and billions of birds did fly. Each one was given a song to sing. Can you hear the praises to the King? Up from the earth at the great king's command came all sorts of creatures to roam the land. There were monkeys and elephants, tigers and frogs, lions and lizards, and even warthogs. The earth was ready, and to finish his plan, from out of the dust he raised up a man. He called the man Adam to rule over earth. I will place him in charge to show him his worth. He is made in my image. I will call him my son. And I will now rest. My work here is done. In a place called Eden, a garden was made, created for Adam, so that's where he stayed. The great king said, "I've made a decree. You may freely eat from all that you see, but deep in the garden there is one tree, whose fruit is forbidden. Son, listen to me. If you eat from the fruit of this tree, you will die." Adam's ears listened, but the fruit caught his eye. Adam cared for the garden, named the animals too, but still he was lonely. This the great king knew. He put Adam to sleep, and took a rib from his side to form a woman named Eve, Adam's beautiful bride. In the great king's garden, the serpent came by. He whispered to Eve, "The king told you a lie. The fruit from this tree will not kill you," said he. "The fruit is delicious. Just taste it, you'll see." Eve tried it and said, "Oh, Adam, come and see. I've tasted the fruit. Nothing's happened to me." Adam agreed. "What you say does seem true." The fruit looked quite tasty, so he ate some too. Both of them saw they were wearing no clothes, so they hid in some bushes, afraid and exposed. The great king called out in the cool of the day, "Adam, where are you? Have you run away? Did you eat from the fruit of that tree?" Adam sighed. "Eve gave it to me. It's her fault," he replied. "The serpent deceived me," said Eve for her sake. I should not have listened to that sneaky snake." So the great king said, "You have made the wrong choice by choosing to sin and not heeding my voice. You must leave this garden. My angels I'll send to stand at the gate. You cannot come back in. The ground will be hard and weeds will grow. I will give you the seeds, but now you must sow." So Adam planted the seeds and pulled out the weeds, Eve worked beside him, and the great king was pleased. "I am pleased with you, son," my father would say, as we watched the fire fade away. "When you wake in the morning, remember your king, who loves you more than anything. Stay close to his side, he'll take care of you, because the great king is your father too."